Hi guys. Oh, sorry. I've been vaping. I stopped smoking and yeah, I blew it out and pressed start and whatever. This is the third time I've tried to do this video. I keep stressing and faffing it up. Anyway, I want to talk about my October favourites. I saw Kelly Bear did it and I thought, oh, I might do that. That'd be fun. Anyway, so I'm going to start with a book I found in a secondhand bookshop called Witch Hunt, the Scottish Witchcraft Trials of 1697. It's pretty old by this point, but it's really cool. It's actually, I mean, I'll read the insert so you get an idea of what it is. Witchcraft. Today the word suggests no more than a pleasantly spine-chilling tale. In the 16th and 17th centuries, it implied throughout Western Europe the terror of being surrounded by hidden enemies who had the power to destroy men's lives and commit their souls to everlasting torment. This is the true story of a Scottish community in the grip of such terror. It began when the devil and his followers revealed their presence by placing afflictions on a young girl, Christian Shaw, the daughter of a lowland laird. It culminated in witch trials lasting several months, in which over 20 men and women were accused. Hundreds went to see the girl in her agonies, and many more attended the trials. All classes became involved: nobility and gentry, lawyers and clergy, workers on the land, beggars and vagabonds. In each group, personalities emerged, men and women, whose strange beliefs and actions now seem incredible, but whose essential humanity reaches us across 3 centuries. Was there witchcraft? And who was responsible for the tragic events which followed? The answers have been different at different times. This book suggests a new solution to both aspects of the mystery. So it's your typical witch trial, but it really happened, and as usual, someone is afflicted, probably had some sort of mental illness or epilepsy or one of the many, many things that people accuse witches for having done, or the devil, which, as we all know, has no part in witchcraft. That is a very misled Christian opinion. Another book that I have been reading, and I love this because if you can't tell, I've got my Tarot of the Hidden Realm here, and I've been using that a lot I've been using that a lot this October, so I had to pull this out because this book is incredible. This is the fairy faith in Celtic countries, and it's absolutely brilliant. So I'll read the back of this one because so good. The most scholarly work on fairies ever published. This rare book contains priceless ethnographic fieldwork and provides an invaluable snapshot of the fairy belief system taken at the cusp of modernity. There are regional surveys of the fairy faith in Ireland, Wales, Scotland, Brittany, and the Isle of Man, examining each of the hypothetical explanations of the fairy phenomena in turn, including theories of fairies as reclusive dwarfs, disembodied spirits, or figments of human imagination. The author concludes that there may indeed be a manifestation of inhabitants of a higher reality that only some people are able to view, let alone understand. And it says, Walter Yealing Evans Wentz, what a name, was born in New Jersey in 1878. He studied Celtic mythology and folklore at Jesus College, Oxford, publishing much of his doctoral thesis as The Fairy Faith in Celtic Countries. He went on to become one of the leading authorities on Tibetan Buddhism. And, it says, this book was later used for reference by J.R.R. Tolkien, and the cover illustration was by Richard Doyle. But this was published in, 1911. So, he goes around and he talks to all these people in all these small towns and villages across, like the Celtic countries, the UK basically. And all of his interviews with those people are in here. And it's good to see how many differing opinions there are on what fairies are, what they even call them. Some people call them the she, some people call them the fae, some people call them the wee folk or the little folk. And it's incredible. I love this book. It's quite chunky, it's very old, and it's not one that you're going to get through in a hurry. I like to flip through it and read all the little interviews he's done with all these people that tell their tales about, what they saw, a guitar fell over. Everything that people saw. So that's really great. I started edging my, so obviously, you know, Tarot of the Hidden Realm had to come out. I started edging it, actually, but I haven't finished it. I might do that today. Oh, that would be fun. Anyway, look. Gold. Gold. It's so pretty. It's the same kind of gold as here, but you can see the difference there. That's like quite a difference. I haven't gone very far, have I? No, I'm lazy. Well, I'm not that lazy, because I also edged my first edition of The Pagan Other Worlds. Yeah, everyone's going to be mad at me for this one, but I'll show you that in a minute. Let's look through some of these cards, because they're absolutely stunning. And I haven't got all the time in the world. I'll try and keep my videos short, because YouTube seems to have a problem when I make them much longer than 10 minutes. Alright, there we go. Look at him. I'll tell you what, I love the people in this deck, and I know people say it's really, what is it, they use facey. I think he's lovely. He's lovely. He looks a lot like my boyfriend if he'd grown his hair, but brunette, you know, and green eyes, so different colouring but similar features. Ooh, look at her. These cards, they've got like a lovely balance of dark and like, that looks like a picture on Game of Thrones, doesn't it? Dark and light and male and female, beautiful balance. Beautiful balance. And then you've got like your fun ones, like whenever I saw pictures of fairies as a kid, this is what they look like, you know. And as I got older, I love the Three of Cups. Me and my friend Lisa have a joke about the Three of Cups. We call it the party card. Let me look at this. Yeah, we call it the party card. Because if it comes up in a reading, we're like, well, we're going to have a party. We're going to have some fun. And we tend to, yeah. It's just an excuse to buy more wine. But, you know, or in her case, gin. Right. So, yes, I did edge this deck this month. And I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I managed not to get any of it anywhere else. So, yeah, it's like a very ancient, I used a different kind of gold. So it's not like, it's like a matte. You can just see. Like a matte gold. And it just goes really, really well with this deck. It just looks so ancient now. And this is a stunning deck. We all know this. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay. I'm just checking I've pressed record then. This is the only video that seems to have gone remotely well for me today. Oh, look at that. They are astounding. You know, when it comes down to it, if I had to save any deck, if I had to save any deck in my collection, everyone does this if they had to choose one. Oh, it's really difficult. No, it would probably be this one or my Prisma Visions deck, mostly because my Prisma Visions has a lot of sentimental value to me. You know, my partner got it for me Christmas last year, and it was the first tarot deck that I wanted when I realised you can get more than a Rider-Waite. And he got me that. Oh, look at it though. It's just so beautiful. It would probably be this one. I don't know. Yeah, it would be this one. And I'd rebuy the Prisma Visions. Because I can't choose. Look at that. That just looks absolutely fabulous. Oh, and the box. Look at this box. Stunning. You've all seen it. I don't know why I'm showing you again. Who doesn't want to look at this some more though? Mine's starting to get a bit. Aha! Salem, I'm busy. You know, she's gotten a lot more popular since this Chilling Adventures of Sabrina has come out. If you want to say hello? Want to say hello to everyone? You're going to knock it over, aren't you? Don't do it. Don't do it. Down you go. But yeah, those are the decks that I've been playing with over October and the books that I've been reading this October. Also, I'm thinking of delving into shadow work. I'm just going to say this quickly. And if anyone has any recommendations, and please, 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 just don't recommend the Nicoletta Ciccoli Tarot or Oracle. Because, one, I have the mini version of it. And two, I despise this deck. Like, I despise it. I think it upsets me. The first time I saw it, it really upset me. It just feels like it's over-sexualizing a doll-like young girl creature thing slightly. Just a little bit. You know, there's some kind of provocative imagery there. And I get it, some of them are probably supposed to be Little Women or whatever, but I can't work with it. It upsets me too much. So if anyone has any really good shadow work suggestions, decks for that, tarot or oracle, because I'm looking into oracle decks. I've got soul cards, one. That's it. I don't really work with oracle decks, but I might buy some because I've been looking at them and they're great. Anyway, it's good to see everyone. Bye.